But no, seriously, we're back here, backstage again at the Rock and Roll Hotel. And, I was talking to Nikki earlier, and she said sometimes you take your shirt off during shows. Is this true?
This is true. Usually, the way that it goes down is I'm singing, I'm doing my thing, got my clothes on. Right? Clothes are on.
That's how most things start.
Right. Usually. I mean, this thing in particular, I'm asked usually to start with the show off, then gradually put clothes on. Okay. A little reverse order thing. It's kind of our thing. But for most shows, I usually start with the clothes on, kind of get into it, and then we get into this song we sing, Pony. We've talked about it multiple times tonight. And Nikki has this complex where she is obsessed with me taking my shirt off. And so she actually starts to throw things on stage. So it's like, I don't want to take my shirt off, but she's like, Ryan, take your shirt off or I'm going to kill your family. And I just say, Nikki, stop with the threats. I'll take it off. Just relax. And so the shirt slowly, timidly comes off, and I'm kind of shaking on stage. Yeah. Very nervous. I usually can't sing the rest of the song. Mike knows. He's seen her in action before. She hurts people.
It sounds like he's, just being sarcastic, but it's actually true.
Yeah, no, very, very true. Yeah.
Look at her.
Well, I'll have to talk to PR about this harassment. So we're here tonight to see the debut of the video Pony. Tell me a little bit about what it was like shooting a music video with Franciso.
Oh, Lord. Do you want the honest answer?
Live and uncut.
I can't even. No, it was great, actually. Francisco's a lot of fun to work with. I've been actually working with him on a number of things because we did I did all the audio for his short film Aftershock that he filmed when he was in Chile last December, and so I worked with him quite a bit on some other projects, and we've done the 2 videos. He's been really fun to work with. I think he's got a lot of creative ideas, and I think that he's somebody that's going to be making a big impact on the film and music industry for quite a while.
That's great. And how often have you played here at the Rock and Roll Hotel?
This is probably like the five time. This is the 7th time we played here. I've played here with Modern Thieves a couple times, and me and Brendan have played here with Politics in the past as well.
And what originally got you into music? I mean, what were some of your inspirations? What told you needed to go ahead and pick up an instrument and play?
I'm actually going to answer this one completely honestly. It was out of pure jealousy. My next door neighbor, my best friend growing up, we used to battle. I used to beat him up a lot. And in fact, I remember ripping his Dallas Cowboys starter jacket, which is that was a good decision, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he can't be wearing that around here. So he learned how to play Stairway to Heaven really well, and that really, really, really drove me crazy. So I honestly got into guitar out of just pure spite. And then but obviously there's other reasons. There's like I actually grew a deep passion for Led Zeppelin and Motown and jazz, and it became a passion. And then every time I get anything, it just becomes like tunnel vision for me. So from the age of 12 on, it just became the driving force behind what I do up until this day.
Well, that's great. Like all good things in life, competitive edge and, fierce devotion to anything will make you good. So I can't wait to see you play tonight. Yeah, this is my first time seeing them live, so I'm really excited. Right. And also I'd like to tell you that Front Row Show is an equal opportunity employer, and we don't make fun of people with accents or directors with accents. But Mike, thanks so much for being on the Front Row.
Thank you.
Great. Now, it's been a few weeks since we had you on the show. What have you been up to, and where can we find you in the next coming weeks?
A lot of stuff. We've been extremely busy. We do 2 to 3 acoustic gigs per week, so we're busy with that. We've been writing constantly. Myself, Mike, Mudge, and Brendan are all working really hard on some new songs, which we're working on a new album, which we plan on having out in April timeframe, and also planning possibly a college tour for next year. So just every day we're having meetings and staying crazy busy either with writing or performing or whatever. So
fantastic. And where can fans get your album?
Well, the album is still in the process. You can download our first EP from Bandcamp off our website, modernthievesmusic.com. There's a link to Bandcamp, which is a direct place to download the album for $5. That's the first EP. Now, the new album, which we're in the works on, that's going to be ready, like Ryan said, in April. And that's when we're actually pressing. So you can get a CD at any local shows, or you can download it off. That'll be on iTunes, Amazon, all the normal online distributors. So.
Dave couldn't make it tonight. He's lost his voice. So is there anything you two want to say to him, you four want to say to him while he's at home sick?
He was pretty badly sunburnt last time we saw him, so we're just making sure he's okay. He's covered himself with aloe vera and everything like he said he would. And he was worried about being a fat ass. We said he needed to gain a little bit of weight, so hopefully he stopped with the bulimia stuff and started eating a healthy diet. But that's really the main concern, so best wishes to him.
Absolutely. They always say the first step to recovery is admitting your problem. So at least he's there. And Dave, we love you and we hope you feel better. We're looking forward to seeing the Modern Thieves tonight.
Okay, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that footage. I'm going to turn it back over to Amanda. Amanda, why don't you ask Frankie something about Pony and Tequila Mama?
Absolutely. Frankie, Pony and Tequila Mama obviously have two totally different feels.
Yeah, that's right.
One is pretty much a live performance of Pony, and the other one is very scripted, very much of a story. I guess let's first talk a little bit about Pony. Where did you shoot the video?
Pony, we shot the video in a place called Jam in Java in Vienna. So the place was perfect for our purposes there. And we were looking for like a place like big enough to have like a small setup actually. So it was like very nice for us. People was extremely nice. So it's a big thank you for them actually. And that was it, like very simple there.
Great.
Just one thing about the Pony video. I was actually supposed to be at that shoot, but I was
Really?
unable to make it. Did you miss not having me there?
Who invited you?
Ryan.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Was I not allowed to come?
I'm the one that gave you the, invitation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you miss not having me there?
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Really?
I'm getting
But
to
you were
know
able
you.
to carry on without my presence?
Yeah, we miss your blondness there.
Okay. Well, next time I'll try to make it out. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries. He's between two blondes. He said he's a lucky man.
I'm lucky man actually.
Anyways, you mentioned that the people were very nice. Tell me a little bit about the casting process.
For Pony? For Pony?
How did you get some of the live feel? Because there was a huge audience. It was a really nice feel. It almost felt to me like a live rock concert.
Yeah, actually, that day was like, mostly it was like these guys, from the Thieves, like Ryan and Mike, they had like a really nice presence on stage. So it's amazing. So no matter they're doing like a playback like 10 times, they get to get the audience excited. So basically they gave me like the perfect feeling in order to put the camera there, get my shot, and have like a really exciting audience, but they made the trick actually,
Right. And as you saw in the video, I'm going to shoot real quick to Tequila Mama. It was more of a story. Tell me a little bit about how you came up with that story. I know we just saw the video. It kind of all comes full circle in the end. We noticed that Crystal has, in fact, possibly hit him with his own car.
Yes,
we're
like
not quite sure what happened.
A twist.
So.
Yeah, that music video was like different because when you listen to the song, it's like Tequila Mama, you just go for a club girl, like a sexy girl, like partying everywhere. So the goal was to show sensuality, but in a different setup. So we chose like doing something in Rappahannock County, in a small town called Sperryville. That's like in the Shenandoah Valley area. So we came up with the story. I presented the story to Ryan and Mike one day after one of their shows somewhere in the city. And apparently they liked the story, but they weren't that sure by that time, So it took me a while to convince them that that was the right story for them. And Crystal was perfect for the role, actually.
Yeah, she definitely was.
Yeah.
She turned up the heat. She was totally a Tequila Mama. It was hot, it was fiery, it was sexy. Is that the look, obviously, that you were going for?
Yeah, I was looking for that, since I'm foreign, I'm looking for something very American. And she's like the American beauty, like blonde, sparkling, nice girl. So that was perfect for us. So I can get that view since I'm foreign, so that was great. And well, people there actually, the extras, they actually became like real stars there, they were having like roles in our video. And John is another guy who was like performing like the father. He's in all the videos actually. So that was like a nice mixture among like these actors. The place was great, and always the nice performance from the guys.
Great. You mentioned John. I know Dave pointed him out right away with the pigtails. He was the bald guy with the pigtails. Didn't you want to ask him a question about him?
Yeah, what's the deal with him? I remember him from another band we're going to talk about, Practically Einstein. He kind of...
The story is simple, because the first video intended from the Thieves was from their first project called Politics. So we had like a friend in common, and that friend took me out there to look for a different location. So I met the guy there. You know, so this guy is like he's a friend of mine, and he lives like out in the country in like a hippie setup, and he happens to have like, the perfect setup for us.
So you put him in the videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's a filmmaker too. He's an actor too. He did a feature film last year, so he knows about the deal.
Oh, that's cool. I actually had a question for you, and it touches a little bit on what Amanda was talking to you about. I noticed when I went to your website, which is LopezCampos.com, is that right?
It's Campos-Lopez.com.
All right, well, you know better than I do.
He will put it there. Yeah.
Campos-Lopez.com, that's your website. Well, I was at your website, even though I didn't say it right, but I was at your website. And one of the things I noticed on your videos, it says that you wrote them. So when you're talking about Tequila Mama, you actually wrote the story for that?
Yeah, actually, it's an actual script where you have like the seconds and, well, the guys can tell you better than me, but yeah, I treat my work as a little film.
Where do you come up with the inspiration? Do you listen to the lyrics, or do you just listen to the tune? Do you listen to both? I mean, what makes you decide what the story is going to be?
Yeah, it is hard. You know, sometimes I'm getting like songs, and it's hard to get inspired since I don't like the songs. But usually when I like the song, you know, I just get excited like right away, and the process goes very fast actually. But basically.
But do you tell the story around the lyrics, or? No,
actually, sometimes I don't get the lyrics, to be honest. You know, since I don't get the lyrics, so I'm just trying to get the feeling of the song, you know, what will be the feel. So, and the thing that I really like is the beats, the pace of the song. So, no matter the pace is, you know, I come up with something like trying to match the pace, so you can see that in the music videos.
You can see that. I thought it was absolutely brilliant the way that you stopped when the tempo of the music kind of changes in the middle of that video. You have her taking the needle off of the record. Where did you come up with that idea?
That was like a last-minute decision during the editing process, which is a complete different process, you know. So you can have this scripted out, you can have like a perfect shoot, but when you are in the editing room, the magic starts there. That's different, you know. You see something different. You are probably like a B-roll that was intended just for like having fun there with the making of guy. It could be the guy on the music video, you know. So that's a really nice process. The editing was when you do like the final touch-ups, you know, and you just try to come up with the whole puzzle, you know.
Great. Well, you heard it first. The magic happens in the editing room. Dave, you and I need to get there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the magic to happen. Well, I guess this wraps up the first part of our two-part special with Frankie. We'll be back next time with 3 bands, Practically Einstein, Alexis George, and Flo Anito. And Amanda was on scene then as well. We'll have interview footage with them, as well as we'll have Frankie back again. And we're going to break down those videos. But before we end this segment, I want to say thank you to my good friend Ryan Murphy, because in the footage he did wish me well because I was sick not to be there. So I want to say thank you, Ryan. I think I'm going to make it, and I appreciate your well wishes. Everything seems to have cleared up, so thank you.